talk about PCOS. How I found out I have PCOS and my progress so far. They say if you have 2 out of 3 symptoms, it's likely that you have PCOS. I feel like videos on YouTube really help out, especially like personal experiences, and this is exactly what I'm doing over here. I'm sharing my personal experience. Anyone over there who's going through it, doesn't know what's happening with their body, they're seeing all kinds of symptoms and they're just like really confused. So I hope this video helps. I'm Dhriti and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, then go ahead and do that, and also hit the bell button while you're at it. Now let's get right into this video. So I found out around now it's been 3 months actually. 3 months ago, by going to a doctor and getting myself checked. Actually so common among women. You can actually have it at any age is what I found out. It's basically when you have cysts on your ovaries. Going back to 2 years ago when I newly came to Canada, my skin was pretty much clear. I'm gonna insert a picture over here. I started getting 1 or 2 pimples just popping up here and there. I wasn't alarmed because I thought maybe it's just the weather. It's a change in lifestyle, change in sleep timings. So I didn't really take it seriously, and they were just 1 or 2 pimples. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just do some DIYs. Use like a few face masks and do my skincare routine and they'll become okay. But that was the first symptom that I could see clearly of PCOS. So acne, I'm not talking about pimples, there's a difference. If you have like clusters of acne happening, and especially on your jawline, your cheeks, the lower half of your face, that's where you can come to know you have hormonal acne. Moving forward, I actually started eating a lot of junk for the first 1 year when I was in Canada. If you've ever gone abroad to study or even away from your home to study, like in a hostel or something, you'll know how the food situation is. You're too busy just kind of getting your life in order to really concentrate on cooking at home because you hardly have the time. That is something that I can take full responsibility for. Like, my eating habits were horrible. I thought I would be fine because I haven't gymmed for the last 4 years since I lost weight last, and I never put on weight at all. So I thought I'd be okay. Like if I do moderate walking and kind of just eat pizza like I always do, it would be okay. But it was fine for a year, but everything hit me like a storm after 1 year when all the results of my unhealthy lifestyle kind of like showered down on me. It goes hand in hand. So weight gain can cause PCOS and PCOS can cause weight gain. Also a lot of stress. So because I was doing my course, studying for 2 years, a whole new place, whole new environment. The roommate situation was not so good. I actually have shared a video on this. I was pretty much stressed for 1 whole year. So I was working also, I was studying also, and it was just a whole stress ball that I had become into. And I was finding comfort in food. The doctor also said that it's genetic, so I don't really know, maybe it's me, maybe it's genetic, maybe it's 50-50, it can be both. Around that time, I also would realize a lot of hair fall, which I still experience. Adding to that was depression. So of course, when you see your skin going bad, you see your hair falling out, you're gaining weight, you don't feel good about yourself, and also you're under a lot of stress, you naturally feel less happy than you would. And literally after 2 years now is when I realized that I've been working on my PCOS, and slowly with my other symptoms reducing, my depression has like cured 90%, like 98% I would say. And I can see and feel the difference of how it felt internally. I have these mood swings all the time, like 1 minute you're happy and the next minute you're just like, I'm so sad, like what happened? A very confusing phase of my life. Coming to the conclusion of PCOS. So now I had all these symptoms. When I started trying, remedies for fixing acne and hair fall and weight gain, nothing was working. That's when I thought that I should get myself checked because this is not normal. So you can get an ultrasound, you can get a blood test, you can go to the doctor and just like talk to a gynecologist and they'll be able to help you out. It's better when you know what is wrong with you internally so you can actually fix it instead of just like doing guesswork, doing DIYs here or there, because I get a lot of DMs. People asking me, I have acne, what do I do? What is the best cream? What is the best solution for hair fall? And to an extent, DIYs are great. I have done them all my life, and I use a lot of products as well that help. You need to have a good base, which is your inner health, to kind of have those creams and those DIYs support that extra health. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, I'm making sense in my head. The doctor finally told me that I have PCOS, and it all made sense, which is what I'm trying to get across here, that if you have any kind of symptoms or problems going on that are just not going away, you should really go and consult with a doctor, and don't just sit and take it lightly thinking, oh, I'll just watch some YouTube video. If I found out earlier, I would have actually been able to kind of help myself in an earlier stage when things were not so aggravated. But either way, it's always a learning curve. So I learned a big lesson, and I'm glad that I learned it. So now I am in a good mental state to share it with you, and also give my tried and tested advice. So here is my progress. Let's get into the next phase of this video. I started off by first of all cleaning out my diet. I started cooking a lot at home, which helps a lot. Like even budget wise, if you're an international student, it helps a lot. So that's a good change that has been happening in my life. I can see the change on my skin. Food wise, what I feel like really works for me, I want to actually make a separate video on like a diet. I love cooking, and I love experimenting with my food because it keeps it fun. Alternatives to pizza, like if I cannot give up pizza, I find alternatives at home, and I would make like a whole wheat kind of ragi. It's really healthy, but it's really tasty as well. So I'm meeting my cravings, not like suffering and crying, but I'm also not aggravating my PCOS. Stuff like that, you gotta like switch it out. I started exercising again, like I've done it in the past, but if you have ever lost weight and put it all on back again, you will understand what I'm talking about. It is so difficult. It is not easy at all. The first time around, you feel like motivated and yeah, I'm gonna lose all the weight and it's easier, but the next time when you've gained it all back, my advice on that would be to take it one day at a time. So don't jump all into it, because I know sometimes we get motivated watching a YouTube video and we're like, okay, today is the day, like Monday is the day, and I'm gonna start and I'm gonna do like 1 hour, 2 hours every day and kind of go all out. It works for some, but from what I have understood about me, it does not work for me. I need to take it slow and one step at a time. So if you start off by cleaning your diet or exercising 20 minutes a day, or even like 10 minutes, I would exercise literally 10 minutes sometimes. I'll leave a list below in the description of videos that have helped me, and also apps that have helped me. HIIT workouts are also, they are really great. Go and research on it. HIIT workouts are one of my favorite workouts to do. Fast and efficient, they do the job. Once you get into that, and if you have already put on weight and you're in that phase where you feel really lethargic and you feel like nothing is going to work, trust me, exercising, as much as I hate, I'm the last person to exercise on this planet because I hate it that much, but the feeling that you get once you start losing the weight, like currently last I checked, I had lost 4 kgs, and the feeling that you get when you see yourself reducing weight, you see your skin getting better, your hair getting better, you naturally feel happy. I feel like exercising even thrice a week can really make a difference for the start, and you should really give it a try. You're done exercising and you're sitting throughout the day, you're still burning those calories, and you realize that this is all going in the right direction. The next thing I have very recently started, which I have also seen a difference in, is flax seeds in the morning. So morning drinks I really believe in, because I feel a difference in my body. Warm water, grounded flax seeds mixed in, and squeeze a bit of lime. So there are of course remedies like birth control pills or antibiotics, which also the doctor made me aware of, but I have never been a pill person, so I did not want to go on any kind of medication like that, when I know that just improving your lifestyle would be effective as well. Something that I anyway plan to do, and it would just help me with my PCOS. So I thought, let me just continue with this journey. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on my skincare routine because I've found finally after so long that things have been working. I cannot wait to get back to my normal healthy self, and I'm working towards it. So I'm really hoping to, you know, keep sharing information with you all and sharing my progress. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative and helpful. And if you are going through something like this, if you are confused, or share your story in the comments below. Let's just support each other and become the healthiest, best versions of ourselves, because that's what's important in life. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, hit the bell button, and I'll see you all in my next one super soon. Bye.